Hello there. At this age, we learn to listen to the body with a different kind of patience. Each morning, warm tea in hand, I ask myself, what can I do today to live longer and live better? If you've asked yourself the same, you're in the right place. I'm a physician who has cared for adults over 50 for decades, and also a father, a son, a person who's had my own health worries. I know the feeling of walking into a pharmacy and seeing an entire forest of vitamins. Each bottle promising sharper memory, stronger bones, a healthier heart. But not everything labeled vitamin is as gentle as we think. I remember an autumn afternoon when Linda, 68, came in with tingling hands and a slightly unsteady gait. She believed she was supplementing SMART, a mega multivitamin, extra calcium for strong bones, and occasional iron for energy. Her labs told a different story. Vitamin B6 above the safe range. Ferritin, iron stores not low, and vitamin D deficient. Health after 60 is like tending an old garden. More water isn't better. Right timing, right amount, right kind island. Think of your body as an orchestra. Each nutrient is an instrument. What we need isn't to play louder, but to play in harmony with a conductor. At 50/70, that conductor is self-knowledge and a few simple labs, 25-OH vitamin D, ferritin, and B12, to know where you stand. I don't hand out the same ticket to everyone. I start with numbers that speak, so your plan is your own. Have you felt this vague fatigue, tingling toes, night cramps, that foggy morning? Many dismiss it as just age, but sometimes it's low magnesium, low B12, or low D3. On the flip side, some good bottles can quietly harm older bodies. Vitamin A has retinol fat-soluble. It accumulates in liver and bone. High long-term use can weaken bones. Iron if you're not truly deficient. Adding more is like pouring rust into your pipes, driving oxidative stress that harms the liver, heart, pancreas, and memory. Calcium taken high and alone, without D3K2Mg as guides, may deposit in arteries. High-dose B6 can irritate nerves, tingling, burning, weakness. Let's meet the guests in your cabinet in plain language, so each name becomes a story in your body, not just a label. The liver is a quiet warehouse. After 60, the clerk isn't as fast. Retinol goes in and tends to stay. One day, bones ache, liver enzymes creep up, bone density slips. But I took it for stronger bones. Retinol can actually thin bone. Shift course. Prefer beta-carotene from colorful plants. Your body converts only what it needs. Iron is like a stove flame. Too little and you're cold. Too much and you burn. After menopause, and in most men, true iron deficiency is uncommon. Henry, 67, took iron for fatigue. His ferritin was high. The real culprits: poor sleep, low-quality protein, and acid-suppressing meds blocking B12. We turned down the iron flame, opened the B12 door, fixed sleep, and weeks later he felt like he'd dropped a backpack of rocks. Calcium, the loudest ad in town. Rose, 70, took high-dose calcium for 5 years, fearing fractures. Bones weren't stronger. Vessels got stiffer. Calcium lost its way. We switched strategy. Adequate protein, calcium from foods, weight-bearing walks, D3 for absorption, K2 to direct it, magnesium to keep order. A strong bone house needs a blueprint and crew. Cement alone isn't enough. B6 useful, but high doses for long are like blasting music in a small room. Nerves can't take it. With Linda, we cut the megadose, kept a safe level, returned to foods and habits. The nerve static softened, then quieted. So who are the 4 daily friends to invite? If night cramps or twitchy legs visit you, magnesium may be calling. Start with food: beans, leafy greens, pumpkin seeds. If you supplement, choose glycinate or citrate gentler on the stomach. After a few weeks, many say, fewer night kicks, steadier mornings. Vitamin D3 is sunshine in a bottle. Not to chase clouds overnight, but to restore rhythm, stronger muscles, better balance, calmer immunity. I always check 25-OHD first. When you take D3, pair it with K2 to steer calcium into bone, and magnesium to keep the process smooth. B12 is about the brain and nerves. Slight hand tremor holding your phone, losing a word mid-sentence? Not always just age. With lower stomach acid, food, B12 may not be released. Sublingual B12 can bridge the gap. As levels recover, eyes brighten, steps steady, smiles tire less. Omega-3 is lubricant for vessels, joints, and neural connections. When choosing, don't fixate on 1,000 milligram fish oil. Look at actual EPA and DHA. 2 quality capsules can beat 10 vague ones. If you're on blood thinners, talk with your doctor. A practical corner few mention. Interactions. Many take calcium with levothyroxine, then wonder why thyroid labs won't stabilize. Calcium, magnesium can bind certain antibiotics, quinolones, tetracyclines, if taken together. High-dose fish oil raises bleeding risk with warfarin. Iron clashes with acid-suppressing meds. This isn't to scare you, it's to help you schedule. Sometimes changing timing solves half the problem. Here's my favorite part. Cleaning the cabinet. Today, put every bottle on the table. Flip the labels. See retinol under vitamin A? Ask, do I need this? Do I need this? Do I need this? Do I need this? Look at iron if you've never been diagnosed low. Set it aside until labs. Check B6. What dose? Any stacking. For calcium, if you still take it. Does your plan include D3, K2, and magnesium? Write down prescription times, then sketch a supplement schedule to avoid collisions. One spring morning, Walter, 74, brought a cloth bag his entire cabinet, nearly full iron, half-used high-dose calcium, a mega energy multi, fish oil, without EPA, DHA listed. I did everything right and still feel tired. That day, we added nothing. We removed, stopped iron, ordered 25-OHD, B12, ferritin, separated levothyroxine from calcium, chose fish oil with EPA, DHA, clearly labeled. Switched magnesium to glycinate at night. 3 weeks later, his handshake was firm and warm. I feel better because I removed the excess. Do you see yourself in these stories? Tingling hands, twitchy legs at night, or that multivitamin you've never really read? Before you add any pill to your cart, ask, do I truly need this? And if you can, let a few numbers guide you. 25-OHD, B12, ferritin, liver and kidney function. I don't believe in a magic pill for aging. I believe in real meals, real movement, real sleep, and selective supplements. For most over 60, 4 names deserve attention. Magnesium, vitamin D3, with K2, and magnesium when calcium is in play, B12, omega-3. 4, to treat with caution, retinol, iron without deficiency, high-dose calcium alone, high-dose B6. Between do and don't lies the space of knowing yourself. I'll leave you a 7-day gentle start. Day 1, read labels. Schedule to avoid interactions. Day 2, call your doctor. Book 25-OHD, BC, 12, ferritin, liver, kidney labs. Day 3, add leafy greens and beans. Day 4, 15 minutes of safe morning sun, plus 10 minutes of light weights. Day 5, clean up sleep. Day 6, if you supplement, choose quality with transparent dosing, USP, NSF, IFOs. Day 7, write, I won't chase ads, I'll follow understanding. A question for you. Of the 4 to cut and the 4 to add, which will you start with and why? Share below. Your choice may light the way for someone else. If this video helped your health journey, Please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Here we'll talk sleep after 60, balance exercises, and real but delicious meals. I'd be honored to walk with you, slowly, steadily. Thank you for staying to the end. See you in the next video. Another door to calm, proactive aging. This video is for educational purposes only and not a substitute for personal medical advice. Before starting or changing any supplement, especially iron, calcium, D3, B12, fish oil, talk with your doctor, especially if you take prescriptions or have chronic conditions. We walk together with knowledge, care, and hope.